Good morning, family. This last weekend we had the High Noon Summit. It was a 24-hour marathon of content about sexual integrity and, importantly, what is absolute sex. And during that conference, we had several really transformative testimonies from individuals who took the Love and Integrity program. And the reason I want to show these testimonies to you right now is because this coming May 5th, we're going to be starting and launching a new round of Love and Integrity just for you good folks, couples, individuals, blessed families, blessed couples who want to take their sexual relationship to the next level based on God's ideal and God's intention for sexuality. So if you're interested in joining, go to loveandintegrity.com and I'll see you on the other side.
Hello there. My name is Staffan Berg. This is my wife, Jane.
Hello.
My eternal mate. We are grateful to be here and to give a little testimony on behalf of High Noon and the Love and Intimacy program we participated in some time ago. And I have to say this was a great initiative by High Noon to put this on and to broach a topic that is not talked about that often, even though it's was and is at the forefront of the heart of true parents and the ultimate pinnacle of why we are created, to become one as husband and wife. Father has been speaking about this for so long, yet it has not come through to me as a non-Korean speaking person. It's been kind of edited out or translated in more diplomatic terms that didn't mean much. So here we could be honest and straight and understand through the book Father's quotes on topic of love and relationship. And it was centered on Father's words. And so that was a start. We had homework every week to read a little bit, and then to have that as impetus to start and talk to each other on this topic. And that has actually continued since we finished the program. Talk about sexuality, talk about our relationship, talk about this topic that kind of got a little bit stale over the decades of being a married couple. And so it gave us a restart. I don't know if you need a restart or not, but even though we are friends and everything is wonderful, but restart is always nice. So it brought it to the forefront, and to realize that this is the main topic as a husband and wife, and the pinnacle, what makes us different than the animals. You know, we can have sexual, intimate relationship at any time, and that is so unique, that's so special, and that we just sweep it under the carpet or feel giggly about it or whatever. This was really a wonderful opportunity to revisit and understand a little bit more about its importance, and in a heavenly way. So thank you, High Noon. Now, my dear wife.
Okay, thank you, Staffan, for sharing. As Staffan shared, yes, it was a good opportunity to read God's word, but also to really think on the horizontal level. How can we as a couple maintain an intimate relationship? And it's interesting reading the book Core of the Universe, because one point came out was, when we go to spirit world, is you have a sexual relationship in front of God. So I suppose we need to really practice here on the physical realm to actually be able to appreciate and to love our spouse. And sometimes it can just be a simple thing, is learning how to hold hands, how to kiss in public, how to just be together. Sex is not always a sexual relationship. It's more for women, can really be just the touching, the intimate coming together and learning how to be the different ways husband and wife experience intimate love. And through the groups, because you separate into groups according to age group. So you can be in a group with maybe 3 or 4 women my age, and the same with Staffan. So as we know, we go through different stages in our life. And so for women, we go through many different stages, and just how to really overcome the different, sometimes physical limitations, and we can share with one another and be honest with one another, and hopefully to help learn and share about our week and what went on and how we can become more aware of who we are in relationship to one another. We live in such a sexualized society, and yet we don't really speak about it in a heavenly way. So that's the only way things are going to change, is when I'm willing to face this topic. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope that you can join this group. I think it will really be invaluable, whether you're single, whether you're blessed or thinking of getting blessed or married or whatever. It's a very good group to be a part of. So thank you very much. Thank you.
So my experience with the program Love and Integrity. For me, it was a little bit hard because I'm single. So, and it's a program mainly for couples. So it was a little bit hard to keep with the flow of all the other participants. But I enjoyed it so much because I was able to listen to the wisdom of other couples, listen to their hardships and how they were able to overcome it, or if they are still overcoming it. So that's really valuable. And being able to understand the realities of a marriage, because you know that every couple have their own difficulties and hardships, but you never have the chance to really understand what their experience was truly. And so really understanding that was deep. And also it takes you to understand that sexuality for men and women is so different. And I am, as a single, I've never, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but you never get it, understand it, or to truly see it. So being aware of that, I think it's a really good thing to know in order to become a better husband in the future, because that's something that I really want to do. And the topics of the book of the Core of the Universe makes you think a lot, because there are so many things like spiritual world and sexuality, like what's God into, what looks like to have a God in the marriage, how to make things work when their children's come into the family. So I, as a single, I never heard of those topics. So getting to learn that, so curious. It makes me feel more curious about it. Yeah, and how it's gonna be in my future marriage. Yes, and how intimacy is the vase to make things work in a marriage. That was one of my favorite points. And really being with the other couples, even though I'm a single and I was with other couples, like see them, it's so admirable because they're really willing to make the work and make the investment, because a marriage is a priority for them. And all of them is not a matter of whether they are perfect or not, or how many hardships they have in their marriage. The matter is that they're willing to make it work. And that's so beautiful. So yeah, I definitely recommend this program and participate, and you can take so much of this. So yeah, thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Yoshinozaki. Last year we attended High Noon one-day seminar at the Washington Times. Through this seminar, I learned that it is very important to have someone who I can share with anything, especially sexual topics. Since we have we know divine principle, it is very hard to talk about the sexual issue. And our couple is from a different culture, tradition, and faith and nationalities. It is important to keep discussion and sharing, especially for sexual topics. During Love and Integrity course, there was a break room by couple, and we had to share each other. I never had this kind of experience with the other couples. Also, during 6 weeks session, we had a brothers meeting every week and shared our experience and the difficulties. What most inspired me is not only study True Father's words, but practice and sharing with the other couple and brothers. I really liked my brothers group and meetings. We are still reading the Core of Universe book every morning and learning from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, first of all, I want to thank to David and Mr. Wolfenberger for their vision for High Noon and their steadfastness to fulfill that vision. And my husband and I attended the Love and Integrity course last October. And prior to that, we went to a High Noon conference in DC, and I had heard a lot of good things about the book, The Core of the Universe, and I was very happy to purchase it at that conference, and also I signed up for the course at the same time. And starting from the first chapter, what really inspired me was Father Moon's words on the male and female sexual organs. And he says in the book, he said, they are called the palaces of love, life, and lineage because they're the holiest and most beautiful dwelling places in all of God's creation. I realized how precious our sexual union is as husband and wife for God and for ourselves. And I believe many times we as women, we don't value the sexual relationship enough. It's mostly, sometimes it's out of duty. So from the readings of the book, my perspective changed. Our sexual union is holy and sacred and God's beautiful plan for us. And I really feel more love for my husband, and I value him more. And I'm also grateful for the relationship that we are having. So every time. So I just really recommend this book to couples because it brings a new dimension to our relationship. We can more freely talk about heavenly sexuality and what it means to us and how to practice it in our marriages. So I really feel for us it has been a big impact of more openness and closeness as a couple. So I just want to thank everybody for doing this, and thank you so much, and God bless you.